Oh, hello. Welcome to legalenvironment.com. Today we're going to cover the types of trademarks, ownership and registration, valid trademarks, infringement, the Federal Trademark Dilution Act of 1995, domain names, and the International Trademarks Treaty. We'll also cover how to make your own trademark. Stay tuned for more. Alright, you need to know what a trademark is and the types of trademarks so you don't get schooled like Ali here. Matt, let him know.
It's a great question. A trademark is a universal symbol that is used to identify and distinguish whether a brand name has been taken. This is how you protect your intellectual property from copycats.
Welcome everybody, my name is Francisco and I'm here to talk to you about the different type of marks. Trademark is one that is a good that you use to interstate commerce. It's an electronic or a property that you can purchase. A service mark, it identifies services, not products, such as 24-hour fitness or Burger King. Then you have the certification marks, words or symbols such as the BBB, which sometimes you see at a business that stands for the Business Better Bureau. You have collective marks, which identify members in an organization, such as the Lions Club. You have trademarks. They are valid for 10 years. Owners can renew unlimited amount of terms as long as that trademark is in use. Ownership and registration. Do you know that you can use a trademark even if you don't register it federally? It is not necessary. A trademark, the owner can use that symbol anytime, but until that trademark is registered, they may not use the R next to their trademark. Registering makes a trademark valid national. It allows the public of the mark that is in use and no one has the right to use it. Valid trademarks such as Nike also have trademarks in phrases such as just do it.
No, I can't. No, yo. I'm filming. Stop. Stop. Bye. Oh. Hey guys. Well, my name's Hashem. I'm gonna talk to you guys about infringement and the Federal Trade Dilution Act of '95. And basically, to win an infringement suit, the trade owner must show that the defendant's trademark is deceiving consumers, and they're entitled to an injunction prohibiting further violations. And basically, they're entitled to the destruction of the infringements and all its material and anything that was made or basically led up to that product that they made. And they have up to 3 times the actual damage that was done, and any profits that were made at any point in time has to go directly to them. They're entitled to their attorney's fee as well, so you don't want to mess with them. And so the Federal Trademark in '95 took all this and put it, you could say, in the trash. The Federal Trademark was basically, before this, consumers would be blind to what's real, what's fake, and what's the actual product and what's not. It prevents others from diluting even the consumers who are not confused. Oh yeah, one more thing before I dip set out of here that I totally forgot about. Yeah, and that's the Trademark Act that's the Federal Trademark Act of '95. Basically, before this, consumers would pretty much confuse things. Gucci from Pucci, Polo from Bolo. It really does affect the company. And basically, it prevents others from diluting its value, even though the consumers are not confused. But it still really dilutes its value. And then it tarnishes it by association with any goods or services. So believe it or not, services can be trademarked too, so better watch out.
Hey Joe, when are you ever going to put your idea online?
Relax, Cal. It's not like anyone else is going to have the exact same idea that popped into my head.
How do you know no one else has thought of it, Harry?
Because they haven't, Kelly. It's totally original.
It's 1 in a gazillion.
Oh, really? Really? Really?
It's idiot-proof. It's a real moneymaker. And thank goodness I put it online first.
More champagne, sir?
More everything, Sky Waitress.
Don't wait. Register your big idea as a .co domain at GoDaddy.
Our next topic is domain names. Through the early 90s, the internet has become very popular for businesses and very profitable for businesses. So it's important that we understand the basics of domain names. Roughly 50 million internet addresses, known as domain names, have been registered, so it's often difficult to find a distinctive name for a new business. Domain names can be immensely valuable, as they are an important component of doing business. A fun fact: Shopping.com paid $750,000 to acquire its domain name from a previous lucky owner, I'd say. So you can see how difficult it is, and profitable for some, to acquire a domain name. Who has the right for domain names? In the beginning, the National Science Foundation, which maintained the internet, granted Network Solutions Inc., or NSI, a private company, the right to allocate domain names. NSI charged no fee for domain names, and the rule was first come, first serve. This caused cyber squatters, which means to register a domain name and not use it, but to sell it to others trying to acquire domain names. Therefore, selling a domain name for a profit. An example of cyber squatting in a case where an individual tried to sell the name Bill Gates for $1 million. Good luck. Congress then passed an Anti-Cyber Squatting Consumer Protection Act, which permits both trademark owners and famous people to sue anyone who registered their name as a domain name in bad faith. The rightful owner of a trademark is entitled to damages up to $100,000. As the supply and demand of domain names soared, the U.S. government transferred management of the Internet, including the allocation of names, to a private, non-profit, international organization, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. We'll call it ICANN. Very creative. Disputed over domain names can be decided by arbitration under ICANN's Uniform Domain Name Dispute Resolution Policy. We'll just call that one UDRP. Rather than by litigation under the Anti-Cybersquatting Consumer Protection Act. So you had two means: arbitration through UDRP or litigation through Anti-Cybersquatting Consumer Protection Act. It's a mouthful. If a domain name is confusingly similar to a trademark, the owner has the right to bring a UDRP proceeding. To bring such a case, the complainant, i.e. the plaintiff, must allege that the domain name creates confusion because it is similar to a registered trademark, the respondent or the defendant had no legitimate reason to use the domain name, the respondent registered the domain name in bad faith. If the respondent is a competitor of the complainant and has acquired the domain name to disrupt the complainant's business, that is evidence of bad faith. So is an attempt by the respondent to sell the name to the complainant. We can answer that further in the Q&A. If the complainant wins, it is entitled to either one or two things: take over the domain name or to cancel it. In our first case, in a dispute over WalmartSucks.com, the WIPO arbitrator ordered that the name be transferred to Walmart. The respondent had demonstrated his bad faith by attempting to sell the name to Walmart for $350,000. In a similar case, however, the WIPO arbitrator found for a respondent who had registered WalmartCanadaSucks.com. In this case, the respondent had not tried to sell the name and was using the website to criticize Walmart. The arbitrator stated in an opinion, posting defamatory material on a website would not justify revoking of a domain name. The policy should not be used to shut down robust debate and criticism. End quote. Our discussion thus far has been about registering trademarks as a domain name. But as I'm sure you know, not all businesses are trying to do that. Sometimes businesses want to do the exact opposite: trademark a domain name. The PTO will issue such a trademark for only services offered via the internet. Thus, a trademarked eBay for online trading services in which seller posts items to be auctioned and bidding is done electronically. The PTO will not trademark a domain name that is merely an address and does not identify services provided. This concludes our topic on domain names. Please stay tuned for our International Trademark Treaty topic. It's very fun. After a brief intermission from one of our fake sponsors, which by no means has any idea of what we're doing right now. Stay tuned.
فايز هعمل لك معايا سندوتش جبنه.
Just you know why you and
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
Konnichiwa. Right now we're going to talk about international trademark treaties. And under the Paris Convention, say if one were to register a trademark in a particular country, they would have a grace period of 6 months, during which they could file in any other country. Under the Madrid Agreement, any trademark registered with the International Registry is valid in all signatory countries. U.S. is a signatory country. The Trademark Law Treaty pretty much simplifies the process of applying for trademarks around the entire world.
This round of Bud Lights on me.
All right, thanks, Steve. Yo, Steve, fist bump is out, man.
Really? What's in? Cool.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Nice job in there, Larson. You saved the account.
Hello, my name is Ali, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about how to register your brand name. In order to register your brand name, you're going to have to use a brand name that will be eligible for trademarking. So with your product, you would want to include the TM. Even advertising, brochures, business cards, websites, billboards, or anything that you're going to use for marketing purposes. What you're going to do is you're going to begin to use the TM. Now, if you want to take this a step further, you can conduct a search to see if anyone else has registered your brand name. If you are serious about your product or brand name, it is key to take this step. There is a free resource online you can use. It's called uspto.gov. And this is where you're going to conduct your search. What you're going to do is use the TESS. This stands for Trademark Electronic Search System. And this is to check to see if anyone has actually used or registered your brand name already. And this is just to be safe. And these are the steps that we would recommend you take. Now, if there is a design element to your name, you would want to conduct a second search on the same website, uspto.gov. Now, it is called the Design Search Code Manual. Now, after you conduct your research, both steps, just to make sure that everything is adequate, what you're going to do is you're going to take this a step further. And this is for serious business owners, and this is something that we recommend. You're going to go ahead and fill out an online application, and this is actual registering of the trademark. This is how you obtain the R, and this is what makes it official. You can use two different resources. The first resource is the TEAS. Again, it's the TEAS. Now, what this stands for is Trademark Electronic Application System. And if you don't want to go ahead and do that, you don't want to use the online to go ahead with the application, you can actually make it simple on yourself, and you can call the Trademark Association and talk to them, and you can go ahead over the phone, fill out the application, and it may make it a little bit easier. So that is something else that you can consider. Now, after you conduct your research, you fill out the online application, or if you choose to call them, then you want to go ahead and move forward, you could actually go ahead with the next step. And this is called the International Trademark Protection. This is what you have to do in order to take your brand name globally. If you want to conduct business anywhere in the world and want to be protected, or actually protect your intellectual properties, this is what you're going to have to do. Because the federal registration, the R that you've obtained before, is only applicable within the US. A lot of business owners and a lot of people that are serious in business go ahead with this step in order to protect their trademark or their brand name here in the US and all over the globe. There are a few fees involved, and maybe after you pay these fees and go through all of these steps, you may want to consult with an attorney just to make sure that everything is A-OK. just to make sure that all the steps are covered. Now it is very simple. Anyone can do it. So thank you, and please stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation on trademarks. I hope you guys had as much fun watching it as we did making it. I hope no one takes offense to the sarcasm, especially the professor. We're just having fun trying to make this topic as well as this project fun and interactive for you guys as well. So right after this, what we're going to do is we're going to do a short pop quiz based off of some of the commercials that we watched to kind of see what caught your guys' eye the most. So your mediator should be walking up anytime soon and going over the pop quiz. Other than that, thank you for joining us, and look forward to seeing you again.
Tell me when. Just say action.
Action.
Oh, hello. Today we're going to cover trademarks. Oh wait, no, here. Cut. Let's do it. I gotta say welcome to Legal Environment.
One. Action.
Oh, hello. Welcome to legalenvironment.com. Today we're going to cover the types of trademarks. Hey, cut.
No, yeah. Hello, you. This is me. Talking to you. Are you interested? You seriously recording right now?
What we're going to cover is what a trademark is. Trademarks help you protect your intellectual property rights. Is that okay?
I mean, you're doing perfect.
Okay. So let's do another.
All right. Once he makes the shot and you get it in, he walks up and he says, he's going to say, you have to understand you have to understand trademarks so you don't get schooled like he did.
Yeah.
And then you pan it over right there. Yep.
Okay. All right. Go, guys.
Retake! This is how you protect your intellectual property from copyrights. And this
From copycats. You naughty calculator, you. Oh, konnichiwa. Today we're going to talk about the international trademark treaties. So, under the... Konnichiwa. Today we're talking about... No.